More news coming in. These are first CCTV pictures. The footage of the Mangaluru blast accused Shariq has now emerged, seen walking with a big backpack and wearing a cap. It is suspected that he got down at the Puddle bus stand and headed towards Naguri. Police are trying to establish the route he had travelled. A CCTV camera at a wine store has captured Shariq's movements there, as you see on your screens right now. This is a big India Today exclusive where the key accused in the blast has been caught on camera. These are moments before that blast inside a pressure cooker took place in the auto rickshaw. Sagai has more details on that. Sagai, a big backpack that we see that this man, Shariq, is in fact carrying. Explain to us these pictures that have now come to the fore.
See, the police have already made it clear that he had come by bus and he had travelled from Mysuru to Madikeri and from Madikeri to Mangalore. And when he was en route to Naguri, and that's when the CCTV footage has emerged in the bus stand where the police got access to that. And that CCTV footage clearly shows that Shariq was walking along with a backpack bag. And in that particular bag, he had a pressure cooker, as we know very well, and he was also wearing a hat. And what we also get to learn from the police sources is that he had completely shaved his beard. So he was growing his beard. He had a pre-plan of this explosion in Naguri or Pumpwell, because when he took an auto from Padil bus stop in Mangalore, he had instructed the auto driver to drop him near Pumpwell. But there was an explosion which has happened while he was en route to Pumpwell near Naguri. And whatever has happened is history now. So now the CCTV footage clearly shows that he got down, he had planned his explosion spot because he had come on a recce on November 10th. And now he has executed his, he was unable to execute his plan when the pressure cooker has exploded while he was en route to Pumpwell.
All right, be with us. In fact, I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now. Sagai, we are getting in these pictures, viewers. These are pictures of the man who then carried out, who was wanting to carry out a blast in a fashion to injure many more people, but he couldn't, fortunately. There was an explosion that took place in the auto rickshaw. The man with the backpack on your screens, the big backpack, is Shariq. He's the man who's been under the scanner of the authorities for the longest time now. That's how he walks towards the road just moments before the blast took place in an auto rickshaw. Remember, there was a wine shop there that had this CCTV camera, and that's how this footage was captured. A big backpack, obviously, wherein he had kept in the explosives which were required to then carry out a big blast and injure many more people than he would have really wanted to. But that blast then took place in an auto rickshaw, hurting Shariq himself and the auto driver. Sagai continues to be with us. Sagai, in fact, we just see two people. Explain to us who, tell us about the second person as well in these pictures that have now surfaced. And also just to tell us, after how many minutes did the blast then take place?
See, he had taken an auto around 5 o'clock or 5:15 near when he got down from Padil and he was en route to Naguri. He started to walk on the Naguri road, and on the way to Pumpwell, he takes an auto, and this particular auto of Purushottam was also heading towards a different place. He had dropped a passenger and he was heading to a different place. He was looking for a passenger. That's when he stops the auto, and he gets inside the auto, and there was a blast which has happened near Naguri. And if you notice that Shariq had come on November 10th, so he had planned his execution, where he had to plant the bomb and how he needed to do, and everything was pre-planned for him. And he on Saturday, when he was in Mangalore, he was just trying to execute his plan. And he got down in the bus stop in Padil, and he has walked further towards Naguri road. And the CCTV footage that you get to see on our television is that the CCTV footage which was being captured near a wine store when he was walking towards Naguri. And after that he takes an auto and it all exploded. See, the police are also trying to figure out the route of Shariq, because they are quite clear that he has travelled from Madikeri, but they still want to find out whether he had any other plans in Mangalore, because so far what we get to learn is he was heading towards Pumpwell. Whether he had any kind of specific plan in Pumpwell, what kind of area and how was his plan, whether it was a public place or a mall or a cinema hall or any other place. So these are all subject to investigation. Probably once they get the statement from Shariq, all these things will be clear. So as of now, this is the CCTV footage we got access to, and this clearly shows that he was with a backpack bag where he had kept his pressure cooker, which was being modified him to use for the blast, and it was unsuccessful.